Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay, I, I apologize. It sounded like there was some audio problems here. I think we might have gotten that cleared up. So if you do not continue to hear sound, please let me know. I appreciate those of you that did notify me here that there's no audio. But we'll keep going here. Apologies for that. So the new producer bonus level, I'm just going to recap here a little bit on this slide. Again, this is for those of you that may be new to us here at IAMS. How this program works, it rewards you for the first pieces of business you write with us in your first 6 months of getting contracted with us here at IAMS. So we have 3 different levels you can choose to cash in on based on the business you have. Once you cash in at a specific level, the new producer bonus is done. But we have 3 different levels based on your production. The first is that $100,000 level where you can choose either a $750 cash bonus, or a paid subscription for 2 years to your own website, or the latest generation iPad. Of course, the most popular there is that $750 cash bonus. If you have more business in that $100,000 level and you can hit $300,000 in your first 6 months of getting contracted with us, the rewards get a bit better from there. So we have a Social Security claiming marketing program that comes along with a 3,000-piece mailing, or that $750 cash bonus goes up to a $1,500 Visa gift card. Additionally, if you have more business than $300,000, you can hit that $500,000 level. We have some great business building rewards here. And a couple of these items that you see on the screen are available with Matt Gill and Dave Pimper. These 2 individuals are top producing advisors with us here at IAMS, consistently qualify for all of the trips, and have really done a great job with their marketing. They've designed built their business around seminar marketing, and they both have developed their own seminars, different approaches, but very effective. So they will make that seminar system available to you. With Matt Gill, you get a 5,000-piece mailing to help fill those seminars, and you get some great coaching on that seminar system with Matt. Likewise, with Dave Pimper, you get access to his seminar system along with a 4,000-piece mailing to fill that seminar, and then some tremendous coaching with Dave as well. Otherwise, you hit that $500,000 level, you want to take a vacation and get some rest and relaxation, you can customize your own getaway with a Ritz-Carlton travel package. So that's our new producer bonus. That's available to those of you, again, new to us here at IAMS within your first 6 months of getting contracted with us. All right, we are big on support and providing service to the independent advisor. We know that your job out there in the field is not an easy one. We want to help you be more efficient out in the field and help you work smarter, not harder. So as we like to say, we like to provide you support, full service support from submission to commission. So we can assist you with everything from your illustration support to case design assistance and product selection, running the quotes for you, getting the quotes out to you, and everything you need to write the case. Once that business is written and you submit it back to us, we have a very talented case management team that will scrub the apps for you and make sure they're going to be in good order when they hit the carrier, and continually follow up on that business to push the carrier along to make sure that business is getting issued and placed as quickly as possible so we can get you paid quicker. So take a lot of that back end admin work off of your shoulders, and we want to shift that over to our shoulders here, again, to help you be more efficient out in the field. So a number of services available for you. Again, that is really where we hang our hat, as service and support to the independent agent. We do have a full creative marketing department here at IAMS as well. So we can not only help you on the sales support side, but also on the marketing side as well. So we have a number of different solutions available. If you'd like more information about what we can do for you and what's all entailed with any of these solutions, please don't hesitate to give us a call and ask to speak with our creative department. Josh and Tasia and their team really do phenomenal work, but we do have some turnkey solutions that are professionally written brochures and handouts and flyers that are ready to go. We just need to pop your information in, and they'd be ready for printing or emailing, whatever the case may be. We also have full agency solutions, which it can help you build a brand. So perhaps you don't have a logo, you don't really have a brand associated with your business, or you need to rebrand. We can assist you with the logo design and brand building strategies and get that information popped on new stationery and advertising, business cards, and things of that nature. Additionally, more and more advertising marketing is going digital, so we can assist you with website creation and hosting, some different digital marketing strategies from email marketing, social media consulting, things of that nature. So very talented team at IAMS Creative. Give us a call. Let us know if you'd be more interested in learning a bit more about what we can do for you there. Our website here, www.iamsinc.com, a tremendous resource. If you've not yet visited and registered for access to our website, I certainly encourage you to do so. There's a lot of great information out there on the back end after you do log in. So we have a number of great sales tools available out there, from our term quoting engine. We have our forms engine out there, so perhaps you're in a pinch, it's after hours, and need a quick form or app package or a term quote. Of course, being online, it's available to you 24/7. You have the ability to log in there and grab that information. Again, perhaps it's after hours. We do also have a very robust sales resource library available to you that's just has an absolute wealth of information out there, from different newsletters and articles and calculators and presentations available. So a lot of great information available to you on our website. Again, www.iamsinc.com. If you've not yet registered, certainly encourage you to do so. Okay, we do also have some software available to our agents and advisors here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. And one of those pieces is the Retirement Analyzer software. Really is a pretty impressive piece of software. It helps transform your business more from a transactional insurance business, and really shows the impact of your clients working with you and implementing your recommendations. It really shows the whole picture of what the impact of those recommendations you make would make on the client's full financial picture. So really kind of brings meaning to the recommendations you're making. Clients are not going to see it as a product any longer. They can see it really as a full plan, and see how all the pieces fit into place. So a very impressive piece of software. Marcus Solar in our office is the point person with Retirement Analyzer. If you have some interest in learning a bit more, certainly encourage you to give us a call and ask for Marcus. He'd be more than happy to visit with you in a bit more detail. Okay, IAMS Wealth Management. This is actually going to bring us to our first poll of the day. Very simply, would you be interested in learning a bit more about IAMS Wealth Management? So that should be up on your screen now. But as some of you may or may not be familiar with IAMS Wealth Management, I'm sure you've probably heard us talking more and more about this. And basically, Insurance Agency Marketing Services can no longer assist you with only your insurance and annuity business, but also wealth management as well. So there are a number of reasons to consider adding fee-based asset management to your business. We have structured IAMS Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor, to be as advisor-friendly as possible. So again, our whole motto here is helping you be more efficient out in the field. I know a lot of you may be hesitant to consider adding a securities line of business to your business and asset management to your business, but we have really structured this platform to be as advisor friendly as possible. So you can just focus on the things that matter to you, and that's meeting with clients and prospects, building those relationships, gathering assets, and making sales. We shoulder all the back end, actual operations end of IAMS Wealth Management for you, and shoulder the compliance for you. So again, you're not getting bogged down with that back end management. You can just focus on working out there in the field. So again, there's a number of reasons to consider adding fee-based asset management to your business if you haven't already. Among those is going to be increased revenue. It's another product line. It's another revenue stream here. So where the insurance side of the business is typically more transactional, commission-based, adding fee-based asset management, you're going to generate some recurring revenue. You're going to earn fees based on the assets that you have under management, and those are going to be coming to you on a recurring basis. So a bit more predictable income stream. As your assets grow, your revenue is going to grow on a consistent basis. Likewise, being more of a holistic advisor, you're likely going to see an increase in your fixed and fixed index business as well. It's going to go a long way into improving client retention. Again, being a holistic advisor, you can assist your clients with really the full spectrum of their planning needs, from insurance to guaranteed income to wealth management and wealth preservation. So that business is no longer going down the street to the next advisor. That's going to stay with you. You're going to gain a bigger share of your client's assets. And along with improving client retention, it's also going to help you strengthen relationships. Again, coming back to that word holistic, you're going to be a more of a full service advisor for your clients. So we have that platform set up, again, to be as advisor friendly as possible. If you're currently 65 licensed, currently have a book of business, we'd love to talk with you about what we can offer and the benefits of moving that over to us and adopting IAMS Wealth Management as your new RIA. If you're new to the fee-based side but have interest in getting up and running, we have a great program to get you on track to study for your 65 and pass the Series 65 exam and get on your feet. Have a very strong onboarding program. So Charles Hiring Jr. and Mike Hansen and their team certainly be more than happy to visit with you in a bit more detail about what we have available. Thank you to those of you that responded to the poll. Those of you that responded yes, we will get some additional information out to you. Okay, moving on to our academy. This is going to bring us to our second poll of the day. Very simply, would you be interested in learning more about our Life and Annuity Academy? And folks, I really can't say enough great things about these meetings. These are unlike any other meeting you may have, training event you may have attended in the past with other organizations. These are all expense paid training meetings. We're going to bring you out for a couple of days at no cost to you. We take care of your flight, hotel, meals. All of those travel expenses are taken care of by us. It only costs you a couple of days out of your time. We know that those couple of days that you're not out in the field is expensive in and of itself. Those are 2 days that you're not meeting with clients and prospects and making sales and building your business. So we want to overload you with as much information as possible in those 2 days. And as much valuable information as possible. So what these meetings are not, they are not product roadshows. We're not going to bring in carriers to go over product A versus product B and leave it at that and go over why you should pitch their product. This is more of a sales and marketing driven event. So we're going to bring in some of our top producing advisors, Matt Gill and Dave Pimper, as we saw on the new producer slide. They will be out there talking about their seminar systems. We'll also have some other folks out there talking about some of their sales and marketing strategies that they've used to build their business to the elite level that it is with us here at IAMS. Make those systems available to you to implement in your business. We'll go over current industry topics, industry trends, go over, again, some more seminar marketing systems, talk about large life case marketing, so get you in front of some larger premium life insurance cases, business insurance concepts, so talk about some of the larger business cases, be it key person, executive bonus, or buy-sell agreements. We'll talk about wealth transfer, single premium life, including qualified single premium life that we'll talk about here today. Talk about how to incorporate that into your business as an additional revenue stream to help you boost sales and income. And we'll also touch on some different software programs, including the Retirement Analyzer. So really cram a lot of information into these 2 days. And our whole goal is that 1 or 2 of those items would stick with you. You'll be able to take it back to the office and implement it right when you get back and see a measurable increase in your overall production in the life and annuity markets. Again, it is all expense paid, just costs you a couple of days out of your time. So if you haven't yet responded to that poll and you'd like more information, I encourage you to do so. I'm going to close that out here shortly so we can keep it moving. But a yes response to that poll is not a commitment to attend. It's just saying, hey, I want to be notified of the next dates and learn about how I can get into one of these meetings. So with that, thank you very much, those of you that did respond. We will get some more information out to you. All right, the last item I want to mention briefly before we get into the topic of today's presentation is our marketing summit. And while we're actually getting ready to head out and put on our 2018 marketing summit, we are taking qualifying advisors out to the Boulders Resort and Spa in gorgeous Scottsdale, Arizona here. It's coming up February 25th through the 28th. This meeting is currently closed. It's all set, and and getting ready to kick off here in a few weeks, but we are in the works of putting together next year's event, so stay tuned for that. We'll keep everyone updated, but certainly great events to join us on. A lot of great information out there, and of course a lot of great extracurricular activities from golf and tennis here at the Boulders to a wonderful spa and some great restaurants. Really just a great way to celebrate a good year's of work and get some good information out there as well. So please keep our marketing summits in mind. Stay tuned for the announcement for next year's meeting. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get us into Qualified Single Premium Life, why we're all here today. So again, with tax season coming upon us, which means it's also IRA season, a lot of clients looking at some different tax strategies. This is certainly a very opportune time to bring up the topic of Qualified Single Premium Life. And the reason for that, we'll talk about who's a prospect towards the end of the presentation here. But basically, we consistently hear on a consistent basis that clients are turning age 70 and a half, starting to take RMDs. They're finding out these IRA accounts and qualified accounts that they've funded over their entire working career, they actually really don't need for their daily income purposes in retirement, and they don't want to add to their taxable income. They're more in a tax planning mode now, and they don't really need those RMDs. They don't need the funds from those IRAs any longer. They're more interested in preserving their value and leaving them as a legacy to their beneficiaries. So we'll talk about here the problem here. Just we said, clients with qualified funds, they really don't need the distributions from, not going to use them in their lifetime. They want to preserve the value of those to pass to their beneficiaries as a legacy. Well, the problem with that, yes, we are transferring wealth to the next generation, but we're also transferring it in the form of a tax time bomb. We're passing taxable assets to the next generation. And a lot of times, long-term care comes into the picture here as well. Seniors may not know they need long-term care. Earlier in their lives, they really didn't see it as a necessity, and now as we're aging, seeing the cost of care rising. So this is a great alternative to help bridge that gap in long-term care costs. The solution to this quote-unquote tax time bomb is really a couple of options here. So what we're going to focus in on today are going to be combo products that help diffuse that tax transfer and help transfer those assets more efficiently. These combo products, a lot of you may be wary of life insurance because you think, I don't want to go through a paramed exam and labs and full underwriting, and just to find out that my client's not insurable, they're going to get declined, and we just wasted a bunch of time and put a damper on the relationship with my client. Well, these combo products are non-medically underwritten, meaning they're simplified issue. We're eliminating the need for exam and labs in the underwriting process. The three companies we're going to hone in on today that have these unique combo products are going to be National Western with their Lifetime Return Solutions product, Baltimore Life with their Generation Legacy, and Equitrust and their WealthPay product. Additionally, for clients that are more on the healthy side of healthy and could go through a fully underwritten product, that certainly does present its own advantages, and we could create our own solution of the above and create our own solution with a SPIA product and then pair that with a life product. With that, we can also add on that life product, we have several options that have long-term care riders or chronic illness riders that allow you to accelerate anywhere from 1% to 4% of the death benefit per month to pay for those long-term care events. So certainly some great options, great solutions out there. I will mention, before I forget here, the timing really has never been better to present this to your clients. We know, I'm sure we've all heard about the new tax plan that's going into effect here this year, and taking a look at how that might impact things, this is actually a great opportunity to help save your clients some tax dollars as well. So taking a look at it, it looks like on average, folks are going to see about a 3% tax savings using one of these options annually. than they would under the previous administration and previous tax plan. So certainly a great opportunity to save some tax dollars. Perhaps last year or a couple of years before, clients were interested in the situation, but didn't like the impact on taxes. Well, this is a great way to save your clients on average 3% in taxes per year. So that really adds up. It doesn't sound like a lot, but over the course of time, that really adds up quite a bit. So again, the timing and opportunity has never been greater for qualified single premium life. All right, so getting into a little bit of product, just take you through some overviews and highlights of the products we have available that are kind of unique that can handle these qualified funds and qualified wealth transfer. The first one that we're going to look at is the Lifetime Return Solutions from National Western Life. National Western Life, of course, a very strong company, A-rated by AM Best, based out of Texas. Specifics of the Lifetime Return Solutions: it is an IUL product. It's an index UL that's funded by a single premium immediate annuity. So it's these products, the theme here is they are really combo products. We have a SPIA portion and a life portion that's sold in conjunction, packaged together as one product. The SPIA is going to pay out directly into the life policy. The client doesn't have to worry about getting checks from the SPIA each year and turning them back around to the insurance company to pay the premium. It's all taken care of internally with these unique products. And the client is just going to receive a 1099 each year for that SPIA premium that removes that tax burden from the beneficiaries. So we're funding that life policy with, at that point, after-tax dollars, and leaving oftentimes a significantly greater amount to beneficiaries than that original qualified account value on a more advantaged basis, income tax-free, because life insurance passes income tax-free to beneficiaries, right? Okay, so the Lifetime Return Solutions issues up to age 85. We have a couple of different options on the SPIA portion. So based on age, we can look at either a 5-year SPIA or a 10-year SPIA, 5-pay option or 10-pay option with that SPIA that's going to fund the life policy. The minimum face amount with this product is $25,000. So certainly overcoming some of the objections we commonly hear is single premium lives for folks that only have at minimum $200,000 of liquid assets or types of qualified accounts for these, and really that's just not the case. These are very versatile products. We can accommodate a wide range of scenarios here. So with National Western, their minimum premiums determined by the face amount, which is a minimum face amount of $25,000. Maximum face amount is going to be based on the net amount at risk with National Western. So you can see the breakdown based on the issue ages and maximum net amount at risk ranging from $175,000 down to $75,000 the older we get. It does have a terminal illness rider available that is going to be maximum benefit of the lesser of $250,000 or 75% of the death benefit. One item to note, this particular product does not have a chronic illness rider or long-term care accelerated benefit built into it or available. So that is one thing to keep in mind with this. We do have some flexibility with the issue ages, and as we'll see with underwriting, but it does not have chronic illness available. One other item of note that we'll see on the other two products that is unique to them, but National Western also, if the client, something should happen and the client should pass away while that SPIA is paying out into the life policy, National Western does not pay out that SPIA portion as an additional death benefit. The beneficiary will just receive the life insurance death benefit. So underwriting with this, again, we have a little bit of leeway with underwriting. Typically, single premium life products, we're looking at a standard through Table 4 issue. National Western, we have one more table to work with. We have a Table 5, up to a Table 5 to work with. Again, it's non-medically underwritten, so there's no exams or labs involved in the underwriting process. The underwriting consists of the pre-qualification questions on the application, a phone interview with a company. National Western actually provides you with an immediate decision. Once that phone interview is completed, the person conducting the phone interview will provide you, the agent, with that underwriting decision right then and there on the phone. Again, here we're looking at life insurance We are underwriting for mortality only. We're not bringing in the morbidity aspect that you see with health products and long-term care products. We are only looking at mortality with these products. Commissions, very generous to you as the agent. So you can see the commissions here with National Western. They're tiered based on age, starting at 11%, 45 to age 75, and ticking on down to 4.5% at the older ages at 80 to 85. So certainly a great opportunity for you as well. Get some additional revenue in your pocket and providing a tremendous solution to your clients' wealth transfer needs as well. So certainly a great opportunity there. Of course, I want to put my disclaimer out there. We always ask that you verify commissions and interest rates with us here at IAMS, as things tend to change, as they seem to change even more frequently in today's day and age. Unique features of this, again, Table 5 to Standard are going to be the underwriting ranges. You get the instant, immediate decision on the underwriting status, and do have 10% free withdrawals from the cash value of the policy if liquidity is going to be needed with this. Benefits of this, of course, we're taking a once taxable asset that the client wanted to leave to their beneficiaries, but they were going to leave a taxable asset. So somebody's going to have to pay taxes one way or the other. It's either the client or the beneficiary. So this is providing a tax-free transfer of death, at death rather, with that life insurance death benefit. It's life insurance, so we're also getting a tax deferral on that cash value growth. It's an index product, can see some pretty decent growth inside the contract, and of course with life insurance, that's going to grow tax deferred. You get index-linked returns, so you have the opportunity to continue to grow that asset based on some good performance from the underlying index options. You do have some liquidity available during the insured's lifetime. If they need some access, they do have access to 10% penalty-free withdrawals. And then again, the whole goal here is to transfer this asset more efficiently, so there's going to be significant benefits to the beneficiary in tax savings. The next product we're going to take a look at today is from Baltimore Life, and this is their Generation Legacy product. Very strong product, strong company. They are B++ rated by AM Best, based out of Maryland, but they've been in business for a really long time and have really kind of honed in on single premium life market, and they're certainly a very strong competitor in this market. But Generation Legacy is the next product we're going to take a look at. With Generation Legacy, again, it's a bundled combo product, single premium immediate annuity paired with a life policy. The payout on the single premium immediate annuity is going to be based on the client's age. So we have a 10-pay SPIA that's available on issue ages 60 to 74. So minimum issue age here is 60, maximum is going to be 80, and those that fall in 60 to 74 will get a 10-year SPIA. Those 75 to 80 are going to fall into the 7-year payout range. This product is a whole life product, so not an index product. It's an interest-sensitive whole life that's really designed to endow at age 100. So we're going to get some guaranteed cash value growth in there as that cash value reaches the death benefit at age 100. Minimum premium is based on a SPIA payout of a total SPIA payout of $5,000. So think about that for a little bit here. Again, very versatile product. It's not just for the ultra high net worth that have, that hundreds of thousands of disposable income that they can just cut a check for. Really, this is going to be a solution for just about anybody out there that may have some qualified funds they don't want to use for retirement and they want to leave to their beneficiaries. So very versatile, can accommodate a wide range of scenarios with that generous minimum amount. The maximum premium amount is going to be based on the maximum death benefit, which is $450,000. We do have, as we saw with National Western, do have a terminal illness accelerated benefit available. Up to 75% of the death benefit is available in a terminal illness accelerated benefit, up to the maximum of $250,000. This product also does, the Generation Legacy, that is, does also have some accelerated benefits for nursing care and home health care, chronic illness. So they the client, should they be faced in a situation that they are going into a qualified care facility, a nursing care facility, they can accelerate up to 50% of the death benefit of the policy, up to, again, a maximum of $250,000 to help pay for some of those expenses. Likewise, if they need home health care, perhaps they can't perform 2 of the 6 ADLs, they can again accelerate up to 50% of the death benefit up to a maximum of $250,000 to help pay for some of those expenses. So some pretty generous access in that respect to help bridge that long-term care gap. Underwriting here. So this one is a standard through table 4 issue. So as long as the clients can fall in those first 4 tables, they'll be issued. Underwriting very similar to what we saw with National Western. Have the pre-qualification questions on the application, call into the company for the phone interview, complete the phone interview. Pardon me. Complete the phone interview, and like National Western, you get an immediate underwriting decision over the phone once that interview's been completed. And again, being life insurance, we're underwriting for mortality, not morbidity. So not the health and long-term care aspect, but longevity and mortality underwriting. Tax withholding, this is something fairly important to make note of. Some products do allow the option to withhold taxes from that SPIA payment. Baltimore Life and the Generation Legacy does not have that option, so taxes can't be withheld from SPIA payments. So want to make sure there's sufficient assets to pay the taxes on those SPIA payments each year. But the SPIA payments are fully taxable if they're qualified. Something else unique, if you come across a situation where the client has maybe a non-qualified annuity that's been around for quite a while, we have a sizable gain over the cost basis in that non-qualified contract. This is also a very viable situation and solution to present the client to transfer those non-qualified dollars more efficiently and remove the tax obligation from the beneficiaries. So if it's qualified, the SPIA payouts are fully taxable. Very unique with Baltimore Life, and as we'll see here in a moment with Equitrust, the SPIA and the life insurance death benefit are both payable at death. So think about that. If the insured passes away, we're in the 10-year SPIA payout period with the insured. They pass away within the first 10 years. Not only the life insurance death benefit is going to pass to the beneficiaries, but the remaining SPIA value can also be passed to the beneficiaries as well. So you get a little bit of an extra death benefit should death occur within that SPIA payout. The SPIA portion is going to be taxable to the beneficiary if it's qualified, and again, if it's non-qualified, that portion that represents gain would be taxable as well to the beneficiary, but certainly a great opportunity. Well, that sounds kind of horrible to say, but a great opportunity to provide a little added bonus on that death benefit and transfer more to the beneficiary with that SPIA payout at death. Commissions here, again, very lucrative for the agent as well, so providing a very efficient wealth transfer strategy for your client and rewarding you great as well. You see the commissions there, 14% on issue ages 60 to 74 and 12% 75 to 80. Very competitive, great opportunity for you as the agent. Unique features of this, with that immediate issue, what we're seeing right now is about a 90% approval rate on these policies. So certainly very aggressive on underwriting, and great company to work with. They provide that immediate underwriting decision over the phone. We have standard through table 4 to work with, lump sum benefits with the death benefit and then the SPIA benefit. Again, as we had talked earlier, the SPIA funds the life policy directly. The client's not going to have to worry about getting checks from the SPIA and turning it back around to the insurance company, and they're not going to have an annual insurance premium they're going to have to pay on an ongoing basis. After the 10 or 7 years, based on their age, it's a paid-up contract. Benefits, again, tax-free transfer at death with that death benefit value, tax deferral on the cash value. It's whole life, so you're going to have a guaranteed cash value growth. Do have liquidity during the insured's lifetime, so if they are faced with an emergency, need access to some of these funds, they do have access via policy loans. Does have the accelerated benefits for chronic and nursing care benefits, and of course terminal illness as well. And again, the tax benefits for the beneficiary transferring a once taxable asset income tax-free to the beneficiaries. All right, so the final product we're going to look at is the Wealth Pay from Equitrust. Equitrust, of course, a very strong company as well. They are B++ by AM Best, but they do a really fine job not only in annuities, but also in their single premium life products as well. So the specifics of the Wealth Pay, kind of similar to the Generation Legacy that we just saw. Again, it's a single premium immediate annuity paired with a life policy. With Equitrust, we have some different payment options that we can choose from. So we have the ability to choose, depending on age, either a 3, 5, or 10-year SPIA payment period. The 10 pay is available on folks 60 to age 75. 3 and 5 pay are available from 60 to 80. So it's not determined. Eligibility is determined on age, but they don't automatically get lumped into one payout period based on their age. You do have the flexibility to choose that with your client. This is an IUL product, so we have some accumulation potential with the underlying index accounts and performance from those accounts. The minimum premium with this product is going to be $25,000. The maximum premium is going to be determined based on the client's age and whatever it would take to generate a maximum death benefit of $500,000. I do have terminal illness included with this product as well. 75% of the death benefit can be accelerated if the insured has a life-threatening illness and a life expectancy of 12 months or less. 75% of the death benefit is available during the SPIA payout period. So something a little unique here. Typically during the SPIA payout period, perhaps with Baltimore Life, there's really limited access with the accelerated benefits during that SPIA period. Equitrust provides some access during that payout period in the form of 75% for terminal illness. After that SPIA has paid out and the policy is fully funded, they have 100% acceleration available after that period. Similar situation for the chronic care and home health care. During the SPIA payout period, client has access to accelerate up to 25% of the death benefit to help pay for those expenses. After that SPIA has paid out and the policy is fully funded, they have 100% access to that death benefit on an accelerated basis to help cover those expenses. So very generous access, a great way to, again, help bridge some potential long-term care costs and long-term care planning. Underwriting here, similar to Baltimore Life, we have Table 4 through Standard. Still consists of the pre-qualification questions on the application, along with a phone interview with the company. Where they differ from Baltimore Life is you're not going to get, and National Western for that matter, you're not going to get an immediate underwriting decision over the phone. Same underwriting approach, looking at mortality and not morbidity. Equitrust is unique in that we can structure the contract to withhold taxes from SPIA payments. So if there's not sufficient assets to pay the taxes on those SPIA payments each year, we can ask Equitrust to withhold taxes from the SPIA payouts. Once again, if the funds going into the policy are qualified funds, those SPIA payouts are going to be fully taxable. If they're non-qualified, of course, only taxable on the portion that represents gain over and above the cost basis. The SPIA and death benefit with Equitrust are also both payable at death. So if the insured passes away during that SPIA payout period, the beneficiaries are not only going to receive the life insurance death benefit, but also the SPIA benefit as well, the remaining SPIA value. Commissions here, still very lucrative opportunity for you as the agent, starting at 11% on issue ages 60 to 75 and 6% on those 76 to 80. Unique features of this product, very similar story here. So can underwrite up to a Table 4, standard through Table 4 issue. Do have accelerated benefits available, and where Baltimore Life pays theirs out in a lump sum, Equitrust provides the option for monthly benefits, help preserve some of the value there instead of taking a one lump sum up front. Again, the SPIA payments and the life insurance premiums are handled internally, so the client doesn't have to get involved with that. I'm going to have a paid up policy after that SPIA period, so no ongoing premium funding requirement. And Equitrust, very unique in that they will allow withholding of taxes from the SPIA payout. All right, so we've taken a look at three of our more competitive products that we really see being used in these situations with qualified funds and qualified wealth transfers. So who's a prospect? And this list is not necessarily just for those that would be prospects for qualified wealth transfer, qualified single premium life, but single premium life in general. These are great opportunities to present single premium life if you have clients that fit in any one of these items. So starting at the top here, clients with existing assets they're not going to use for income purposes. Exactly what we talked about here with qualified funds. Clients funded their IRA, 401k, whatever it may be over their whole working lives, and they hit retirement and they have sufficient income from other sources, perhaps Social Security, and maybe they're fortunate enough to have a nice pension, and that's going to be sufficient to live on during their retirement years. They have this IRA they don't know what to do with. They don't want to add to their taxable income each year by taking RMDs that they're forced to take. This is certainly a great solution to preserve the value, even increase that value in some cases very significantly, and transfer it more efficiently to their beneficiaries. If you have any clients that have annuities that are outside of their surrender period, they've held them for long enough, the surrender schedule is expired. Again, they may not need those funds for retirement purposes. There likely will be a taxable event if they're non-qualified and they have a nice gain, or of course they're qualified. This is a great way to transfer those assets more efficiently. Those that turned age 70, so going back to the RMDs here, turned 70 and a half, they need RMDs, or they have to take RMDs but may not need them. Great prospect. Anyone that received an inheritance, so getting into traditional single premium life, maybe not non-qualified, but also potentially qualified single premium life. Clients that received an inheritance, they don't know what to do with that. They don't really need that. Maybe they weren't anticipating it. It's a great way to transfer those dollars more efficiently and grow those assets, that inheritance, on a tax advantage basis. Being life insurance, is going to grow tax deferred. Any clients that have CDs, we see this more often than not, funds coming from CDs to fund these policies, even qualified CDs. They're sticking these funds in the bank because that's just what they've known as the traditional safe money alternative, the safe money option. It's at the bank. I know where it's at. I'm getting interest on it, and we know where CD interest is nowadays. So this is a great way to show them an alternative that is just as safe as the bank. And they're going to leverage those dollars significantly more than what that CD is paying. And a lot of times it's going to take that CD 20, even close to 30 years to reach the value that the clients can get day one when they move that asset into a single premium life product. And you see the death benefit that can be created from those assets. A lot of times it's going to take that CD 20 to 30 years to approach that value that they're getting day one with single premium life. Any clients with annuities that have access to 10% free withdrawals, this is going to be more of a paid up final expense type of sale here. So maybe the client doesn't want to get rid of that annuity. They may need those funds for income purposes, but right now they haven't planned for their final expenses. Take a 10% free withdrawal from that annuity if it's available, and take those funds and purchase a single premium life. Now they have a paid up final expense plan. They don't have to worry about paying ongoing premiums on. It's paid up and it's going to pass income tax free to beneficiaries. Cash value policies with current premiums. Okay, so here's another common scenario that I'm very glad we're hearing more and more about. Clients that may have some older universal life policies or whole life policies. That here I'm going to hone in on universal life. Perhaps those contracts were issued in the 80s, 90s. Those higher interest rates. There's not a secondary guarantee, meaning that death benefits going to lapse if there's no cash value in the contract. Well, we know where interest rates were then when those contracts were issued. That means that the funding was probably not sufficient to keep that policy going, fast forwarding to today, knowing where interest rates are currently. So those policies are a lot of times imploding. Clients either going to have to pump significant more cash into that policy to keep it afloat, or risk letting it lapse without value. Well, before letting it lapse without value, let's look at preserving that cash value, doing a 1035 exchange from that life insurance policy into a single premium life. We know that's not going to generate the same death benefit that they're coming from, but this is a way to salvage that cash value from that policy that they paid all those premiums in over all those years, a way to salvage that cash value and have a paid up policy that eliminated the ongoing funding requirement. And those clients that finally may have an overabundance of annuities, they just stuck money in annuities and they may not need all of them. This is a great way to kind of consolidate and work with them on a wealth transfer strategy to transfer those annuities. All right, so with that, I appreciate everyone's time here. Open it up for some questions here. Looks like there might be a couple of questions here. Coming back to state availability. Okay, so first question, are you aware of any long-term care riders available in California? The answer to that is yes, but I feel more comfortable having a conversation over the phone. But yes, there are some availabilities in California. Baltimore Life, I believe, does have their chronic illness benefits available in California, so kind of unique out there. We know California could be a little bit of a tricky state when it comes to those items, but certainly follow up with everyone following the webinar and answer some of these questions as well. Okay, and then going back to, that's another great question here. So just kind of reiterating the products that do have that SPIA benefit that's paid out on death. So if the client passes away with Baltimore Life and Equitrust, if the client passes away while that SPIA is paying out into the life policy, that will be an additional benefit that's paid in addition to the life insurance death benefit. The difference there, of course, life insurance death benefit, because it's life insurance, it's going to pass income tax free to beneficiaries, but that SPIA portion, let's just stick with the qualified case here, that SPIA portion is going to be fully taxable to the beneficiaries because, again, taxes are going to have to be paid one way or the other, but that's an additional benefit that would be paid over and above the life insurance benefit, but that portion would be taxable. So, great question. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. We are coming up on our time, so I do appreciate everyone taking some time out of your Friday morning to join us on Single Premium Life Friday here at IAMS. We'll be following up with everybody individually, answer any questions may come up after the fact, see if you'd have some interest in learning more about this concept. Certainly a great time of year, again, to bring up single premium life and wealth transfer, especially with those qualified funds. So keep it in mind when you're out there meeting with your clients during this time of year. It can certainly be a great way to help boost your sales and income, generate some additional sales, and provide a great service to your clients as well. So with that, thank you again, everyone. Appreciate your time. Have a great Friday, great weekend, and we'll be in touch soon. Take care.